Hi, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial to build a motorbike. Today I won't make you these front things, so we start directly. Add mesh circle with 24, scale down, edit mode, word selection, extrude down to scale a little, and extrude downward. Control R, make a loop in. Control B, make a bevel. Smooth on it. Add mesh cube. Scale Y. Scale Y. Okay. Then Control B, bevel them. Okay, that was it. These two guys we can join together as one. That is from the one side. We need one for the other side. That is that one. So Shift D, make a copy of that. Bring the one to our other object. And you now see that is the other one. So we take our first one, rotate Y minus 90 degrees, scale up. See it here, we have there a gummy. So extrude scale, extrude to the X, extrude scale, turn up, extrude outside, and extrude scale near to middle and bring out, and extrude, bring it into. That is what we want. File, save. Then we need this things there, so we add mesh a cylinder. 24 is okay. Scale down, rotate X 90 degrees. Then we take the hole in. So that means we take the front face and the back face and extrude scale them simply. Just look how it's 50-50 there. Okay. So such like that, and press X to say only faces should be deleted, and then we mark both rings there and search for the bridge edge loops, and now we have it. Smooth on it. The front and the back don't need smooth, so we can take that one and that one and say that it should be flattened. So here shading flat, and that is okay. And the rest here you can take loops in to get the shading errors away. Good. That was that one. We need 2 of them and this thing between them, and the same we use there. So Shift D, bring there one and scale them down, and this one we can copy later then. So we add mesh cube, scale down, and make it at the down part bigger. So we get that here, scale, and bring it a little, no, we let it like it is, a little down. But it must be a straight one, so that should be scaled in Y. Then we take here this inner these faces and extrude scale down. So we got that. Then X delete only faces. Then we can close the inner parts by selecting this and this loop there and use the bridge again, and we have that, but it should be in the middle closed. So we go in and get there one in and close it with F. So we have that thing there, and we can put them over it. Think half can be good. And that should be smaller than the round thing, so scale Y. So we have that. That's okay, because later comes a screw and nobody sees that. So we can join them together as one. Shift D, make a copy of that. Delete that. Shift D, make a copy of that and scale it simply down. Ready to go. Here comes the screw on, so we don't need to cut there something out. So we bring them down and bring them up to, that is nearly the position, that here 2, and this one there. Now mislook that it is completely over it. So we take them all, top view, and bring them into the middle. Can go a little up, but that is really okay. That's fine. Good. We let it like that is for now. Here comes this cylinder out, sure. So we can extrude scale and extrude out. That comes to the top of the bike then for the steering. Good. That is that. So we join that all together as one and grab it and bring it to position. That we can delete, we don't need it anymore. Good. So I take a drink and then come back. go on with the pipe there. This one. So we start. Add mesh cube. Scale down. Scale set. Okay, now bring it in front. And get the left face. Extrude. And bring them down too. Then we extrude from there to the down part. Can scale that. And extrude again to this part. We have to rotate them in the way. And we simply extrude upward, rotate, bring it there in the middle. From here we go down to extrude, bring it down, rotate, scale, and bring them together. So that means we can bridge them both, but we don't need faces in there, so be careful with that. Good. We go to top view. It's here. Good. And they should be all at the same space there, so we mark the down part scale Y0, and the same on the other side, scale Y0. Now we can look from the front. We have the problem here that he closed that he should do. We must make that other way. So we click here this inner ring part there and say only faces, and then we close that. So we take that here. Wow, we must bring it in front. I don't see that good. So at first think that isn't needed, and that one should be rotated. Okay, so that one should be rotated. That we don't need. X dissolve edges, and that too. X dissolve edges. So we have that. This we don't need. Dissolve edge or delete edge. Good. We see there is a cut, so we can delete this edge and delete this edge. We go to vertex. We can bring them to them, so we can say here merge to last. Click that on that, merge to last. Now we have here a control bar, but we don't need here this one because there is no closed thing. X delete edges, X delete edges, and so on. We make it here for this whole shit there. Good. Then we look from the top. I make it completely new. So we take here the complete backside and delete the edges. Then we see we only need here a point, a vertex, and then we can close here that one, and I can close that one. So we have that. It should be that later. We try to make it a little bit similar so we get good topology. Good, I think for me it's okay, but here must be cut. So we take the knife and bring here, cut in. Good. That is good for start. So Shift D, make a copy of that. Then we take here a subdivision surface on it, level 2. And we want some parts should be straight. So we give here Control R, loop in. And here a loop in. And here one. Nearly, but not really, so we give here 1, 2. Here that is unneeded, because here should be only round, so we can take that one here and bring them down. So we have more this look, but then it sharpens up here too much, so we have to bring them more in shape. That looks good for me. That is sharp enough. That is not round enough, I think, so we can take that here and use CL slide. We take vertex slide. Okay. Then this one here looks not as round as I would, so Control R, we make a loop in here to control that better. So that maybe is good. Yeah, that can be this thing. We make a copy of that, Shift D. We delete the inner words. We disable this one and delete them. So we have that. We extrude that in the Y. We scale it down. Scale it in the X. Bring it more to the side. Scale it a little up. Extrude scale. Extrude to the Y. And close with F. Take the outer ring. Extrude, bring down. Good. We have done that. Get a smooth on it, and we have to recalculate the normals. So we go here to recalculate them, and we have that. The hole we must cut in, that is clear, but that is too straight here, I think. So we make it a little bit smaller. It don't look too fat. And this one here can come up a little. So we mark that here and grab them to a better position there. I think that can be it. And important is that we have a sharp button here. So Control R, we make an inner loop in and bring them down too. So we have sharpen up that, and we bring it from the other side too. So that means that we say here flatten, and then we don't have that problem there. Good. So we make a copy of that with Shift D, file, save, and we cut in this hole now. So add mesh cylinder, 24 is okay, rotate X 90 degrees, scale down to the size there. Yep, we give them the reddish color so that we see it better. That was material, grabbing, positioning, bring it to the object, jump to, it goes a little bit in, that is okay, yeah. So, and it should be there a little down and a little to side, such like that. Okay, so we have to apply here the rotation scale of this object, set the origin to geometry, same with this cylinder there. We apply rotation scale, set the geometry to geometry, cylinder 13 is this, and here we need the boolean. So we first apply that, then we take here the boolean, and we have to apply again because we applied the modifier, and so we changed. That is 13, cylinder 13, so cylinder 0.013. Okay, we have that. We go to difference and we apply them. Now we have the hole in. We should get this ring and make them too smooth. It can be looped because we cut it in. That is, when you use boolean, you destroy the topology and then you can't loop, and that is why you shouldn't use them too much. A little is okay, but not too much. Okay, so we here, that is okay. Good. We can now move here this other guys to second layer. We can file, save it, and you see here the pipe from the side. So Shift D, make a secure copy, go here and rotate set minus 90 degrees. We scale down, we rotate that and grab it to position. That is the position. Now we get the last one, the last loop there, if we can. PC lags in the moment, so I give them a little time. Okay. don't know why you like so. There is nothing special. But you must bring them out to that point. That is what we want to do if the PC don't strikes there. And yep, then we have the pipe down here, and there comes an other pipe on it and goes under this plastic there, and then that is done. Let's look what is there so heavy. So go task manager. OBG takes some, and planner takes some, and BOS is active. Okay, so it should be, but nothing happens here. I think I must stop that now. The PC lags too much. I hope I can save that before it crashes or something else. And then we, okay, now we have, wow, was a long time. Extrude, bring them down to this place, scale down, grabbing, extrude again, scale down, grab it, and that should be the pipe that we need there. Okay, PC has his point reached, so I simply bring them there and we make them another time the next tutorial. So see you bye in the next tutorial.